PowerPoint here? Can someone please feedback? Okay, you can see. Okay, thank you, Amirul. So far you have seen a few types of text, Awanku, very lively this morning, good. We have seen hierarchy tree, hierarchy type of graph, and then there is your assignment, right? And then space, time, and trend. And we also have seen last week is what now? What is last week? Can anyone tell me what we have gone through last week? Last week type of graph is a tree, right? Spatial temporal. Okay, ingat tu you all. Spatial temporal and spatial temporal, and then the versus of this spatial temporal is a pattern and trend regardless the time. Spatial temporal is you have a location and you have a time. So now we move to text data. Text data, again, today I go to very sikit saja, sama je. You just have to find one type of text graph and then similarly explain about that graph. And then second part is explain the content about that case study. That case study is about what can you derive a conclusion from that case study. The storytelling from that case study. Okay. Itulah yang aktif orang yang sama aja. What is a text data? Text data is actually anything with combination of character. Character, when you combine, it become a words. Words, you combine, it become a sentence. Sentences, you combine, become paragraph. Paragraph, when you combine, make a story, it become a section. It can be a chapter, it can be a document. Okay, and all these letter. So that is about text. So what can I do with it? Text banyak lah. Nowadays we have a system where in a meeting kan, selalunya a formal meeting usually we need, maybe you all tak biasa kan dengan formal meeting. In a formal meeting usually they will record whatever the conclusion, whatever going on in a meeting, who say what, who say this, whatever the outcome from the meeting, the agreement that they have done. And this one is recorded for future reference. Bila ada confuse ke, ada kekeliruan ke, ada disagreement ke apa, then they will refer back to the meeting, then they will say, okay, at this time, at this meeting, we all have agreed to this one, so we follow this one. Selalunya, meeting is very important sebenarnya, so it is documented. So, what they do is, from the meeting is people talking kan, people communication, talk here, talk there, they convert it into text. They convert it into text and they come out the how to say the meeting punya minutes to follow the format as a meeting format lah. Who say this, what is the conclusion, what is the action taken and so on. So what can we do with it? Text, with text. So summarize a report of an article, yes, sometime. Especially this one, a web crawler. What web crawler do is they visit every single website, masuk website, they extract the text. After extract the text, they buang lah, they pre-processing, buang all the stop word, macam commas, article, the, and then they process it. Then they come out the graph about the words. Then from there you can see that, oh, this word appear more, this word appear, then they will say that, oh, this one is about medical, oh, this one is about computer science, because the article, the term that they use is all computer science term. Or this one is about politics, because the term that extracted from the web tu. This is how browser work. Browser dia ada dia punya index. And then each of the website then they visit tu, dia akan indexkan. This one is about what, this one is about what, this is about what. So because all this while we see numbers, kan? Hierarchy tree also numbers, spatial temporal numbers, but now we see text. Text also can be visualized. To summarize the report, later we will see some example. Cluster and group a bunch of document. Yes, you clusterkan document tu. When we see this document, we know that, like I said just now, this document belong to medical. This is for political. You cluster them, masukkan dia dalam group-group. Understand and map culture differences in language. The language used, example, we say English kan. English, even though if you go to Australia, they are English, but the English is slightly different. The pronunciation, the spelling, okay, the usage of it sama lah. We bahasa Malaysia dengan Indonesia kan. We understand each other, but there are certain words that are meaning differently to their culture. We don't use the word macam banyaklah kan word-word yang diorang that we understand. We use their word in PUC. Some of the word we use in PUC because they're not a daily conversation, but to them it's a daily conversation. So you map, you put a macam English senang lah, English everywhere kan. You put a world map. In the world map, then you bola all this language throughout the whole world. Kalau bahasa Melayu ni Indonesia dengan Malaysia je kan. But most of the world bila dia orang belajar bahasa Melayu, actually dia orang belajar bahasa Indonesia tau. Jarang saya dengar dia orang belajar bahasa Melayu Malaysia. Okay, understand how language change over time. Yes, you put this one is also spatial temporal lah. You have sorry, this is not temporal. It's just a spatial saja. Spatial, it mean that you have time. Happy birthday, Amirul. Happy birthday to you. Dah tua dah you. Okay, how language change over time? It mean that giving bahasa Malaysia, how the word change. Yes, kalau you listen to Piramli punya movie and then you listen to nowadays punya movie, you can see the language was different. I think you pun tahu kan, I nak imitate pun tak erti. You selalu pun mesti at least you tengok juga kan filem-filem Piramli tu. So that is how language change over time, the evolution of language. So how with analysis and visualization, motivation example, this one small too small, I skip lah. Nanti you can go, you can visit back this. This one I take it from open source, open PowerPoint. Sesekali ambil lah orang punya juga kan. Nowadays knowledge is cross over here and there and knowledge are free. Okay. So here number of unique word used within artist, first 35,000 lyric. 35,000 lyric, they collect this 35,000 lyric. And then they study what are inside this lyric. They use the 7 of Shakespeare work. 5,000 word, 5,000 word for 7 Shakespeare work. So they take Shakespeare punya work, okay, they extract the word, 5,000 word, and then these words are inside the lyric. So they map it out. You can see that kan, most of the 43,000 word, macam ni lah, Shakespeare word, tabulation in the lyric. Okay, the purpose, I pun tak tahu what they want to do this. What is their motivation out of this? Surely got something, Okay. Analyze at different angle. Yes, basic text data processing. So we see satu-satu dulu lah. We're going to see that text data pre-processing, finding interesting, and then comparing and clustering. Okay, let's see processing. Common text processing, yes. Text is something because we extract the meaning. The meaning dia tu pun, text is actually not easy. Because bila I tengok student-student PhD when they do semantic analysis and so on, actually it's not easy. Kita pakai bunyi macam easy kan, but actually it's not easy because especially when you say like this, saya suka awak, taklah, kan. Kalau you take the first word saja, saya suka awak, the first 3 character, yes, is positive, tapi yang belakang tu taklah. It's like a sarcastic, it's like a joke, it's like kan. So the meaning tu is not easy to extract. So these are the text kit. We're using a GitHub to go here and using their tools here, their library. And these are some of the what you can do with text, pre-processing. You got tokenization dia, maksudnya these are the word you pecahkan jadi the way you process it, you make it into single word. Single word. Some of you, I believe, do this semantic analysis for your FYP. Some lah. Okay, you pecahkan dia become word. And even comma, character, to everything is here. So these are the the instruction for the GitHub tools too. Not just for single word. Sometimes you say, okay, you want to take two character. Dia pecah lah, 2 character. If you want 3, dia become 3 lah. Depend on your purpose. Okay, then you remove lah, whatever lah. These are, you remove punctuation, you remove a stop word, then you normalizing case. Let's see, some of it, like example, house become house. All these, they convert, become house. Like you say engineering, engineered. Semua tukar jadi engineer je. So, because they just want to mean the word tu sahaja. Okay, then what? Let's see lah. We have to understand, then find the interesting word. Let's see. Finding keyword. Like this one, we want to find frequency. Comma, how many times it appear? This is the frequency appear. But if you say comma, this one does not have any meaning. So since it does not have meaning, all this thing boleh buang. And, to, she, it, of, said. So probably at least got meaning. Kan little, that would, could. Like, positive or dislike. When, queen. So these are the things that you see, and then it is also issue. Commonly used word in language are not very informative. Sometimes words are not informative. Tak ada, not very much information, like I said just now. Dash ni apa? Wood ni apa? One probably ada message, meaning lah kat situ. Okay. Tadi dah buang, sorry. Tadi kat sini tu we buang this. Punctuation we buang. Because does not have meaning. Nampaklah sikit. Probably we kena buang lagi ni. Oh ya, ni dia dah buang dah. The article semua dah buang dah. Okay. So these are the thing lah. Common word is not very informative, buang saja. It does not affect your statistic. Macam dia ada ke, dia tak ada ke, does not affect. So buang aja. So less processing time. If we could find less common word used more frequently in a document. Sometimes there are less common word, tapi banyak kali guna kat situ. So this is where usually people, siapa yang study, buat semantic analysis, semua ni for your FYP, you faham lah. This is where you create a new, because you realize that these are all the uncommon word, but people might use it quite a lot. So in certain area, so you buat you punya research, then you come out with, they call it tak tahu dia fikir pula word tu. It's like a dictionary. Scopus, corpus, they call it corpus. Corpus is like a dictionary for this word. So like you say hadis. Hadis, they have their own corpus. And then hadis punya corpus tak boleh sama dengan bahasa Malaysia yang you cakap bahasa pasar. Dia tak sama. Sebab dictionary dia lain. The word that you use lain. Hadis, term yang dia pakai macam lain. Kalau you talking about dalam dokumen, corpus untuk bahasa Malaysia untuk dokumen. Dokumen pula can be medical document. Can also be for maybe political document. Because I have a master student doing semantic analysis on political domain. So the term, the word that they use is different from hadis, and also others have done on newspaper. Dia nak scan newspaper tu kan, baca newspaper, oh newspaper ni sebab what you tengok aja the visualization tu, you tahu oh kisah ini, oh kisah ini, oh kisah ini from newspaper. So dia punya corpus ni lain pula. Itu je lah. Then you create more lah, because untuk English memang banyak. Because English is worldwide kan, everybody semua nak buat English kan. Tapi untuk hadis, Quran tu kurang. And also bahasa Malaysia pun kurang. Dia pecah-pecahkan lagi. So this is what is the problem lah. Kalau if you using a tool tu tak support, memang become a problem to you lah. So that's why we have a researcher to fulfill the gap tu. Okay. These are the terms. I'm not going to go detail on this lah. This is generally like this lah. Term frequency and document frequency. Term frequency, it means document 1 has a turtle 3 times. The word turtle ni appear 3 times. Document 2, 0. Document 3, 12 times. So this one, document frequency is 2. You can see, document frequency, it means giving a document, only 2 documents have the word turtles. So it means if you are searching for certain turtle information, buang je lah document ni, don't need to read. So it help you in your searching when you do research kan. I just nak cari word ni aja. Yang mana tak ada buang. This is similar to your Google kan. Google Scholar, when you search for document, you search for certain keyword. Yang mana tak ada, dia will not appear. Yang mana ada, dia appear. So then you can also say, okay, term frequency. This document appear 12 times. Maybe I want to read this one first on turtle. Because it's mentioned turtle many times. So probably this document highlight or discuss about turtle. Probably this one just 3 times saja. Maybe not a thorough discussion on turtle. So for searching lah, you searching, assist people. And then these are all more detailed things lah. You buat research nanti you belajar lah benda-benda ni. This is also all the result from Alice Wonderland. Comparing document. So this is the research question. I see dah your test tu better dah test tu you all ni. You dah itu pun banyak bubuh keyword kat situ, graph bubuh lah apa-apa keyword, so you understand what I mean. By right I should not put that. I make the question sangat sampai bubuh keyword tu, you nampak tak keyword tu, supaya you don't jawab benda lain. By right I should not give that thing tau. Okay, so these are the research question. Is Shakespeare more like E.L. James or L. Ron Hubbard? So what you do is, you ambil lah this document, then like I say, pre-processing, extract all the words and do comparison, do graph, do visualization, then compare them. So which of these 1,000 documents are more like each other? Which document are similar to each other? Okay. And again, you study and then again you plot it. Then you can see out of 1,000, you pull this one document similar to this one, similar to this one, similar to this one. Can be like you have a star kan, star graph tu. Okay, you remember kot yang bulat tu, word ni pergi link sana, pergi link sini, pergi link tu. And then this word pula link sana, link sini, similarity. And then how percentage of similar. If very similar, make lah the line bold. Kalau less similar, the line not so bold, very light. So you know that they're almost similar to this each other. Is this a news article, something that has been reported on before or something new? So this one lebih kurang macam into you tu lah. Dia ambil satu you punya tu, dia tengok have someone write similar to you or you benda-benda macam tu lah, lebih kurang lah. If this is something new, no one have discussed about this, so I'm going to discuss. Kalau ramai dah talk about it, okay, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Macam you buat research kan. If many people have done on this, tak payahlah buat, cari something new. Okay, use the metric calculated for a single document, combine for a lot of document, represent data metric. Okay, these are some of the visualization lah. Okay, this is just a count sahaja. Maksud dia document up to banyak lagi lah document here, and then they say that document 1 the mostly use this word blood patient chair. We know that this is truly medical punya document. Talk about document medical punya things And then if you see this one, yes, the word doctor appear 5 times, 3 and so on. And this one, the word patient, the word scalpel, this one doctor. And then this one lagi lah sikit je, doctor and also blood je. This one orange. Okay. This one chair sahaja. So this chair, if you see this one, you're not sure this is an office chair, is it a school chair, is it a university chair, is it a hospital chair, never know kan. So this one boleh buang kalau you go for medical lah. Sebab dia tak ada, not much information you can say from here. Nurse, okay lah 41 here. Probably this is the focus is on nurse. Doctor ni is just like support sahaja. The nurse see the doctor, the nurse this, the nurse that, the nurse job, the nurse this. Sometimes the nurse assist the doctor appear sekali, and then the nurse nurse. Macam tu je. This one the doctor we give some the doctor are assist by nurse. Apa itu the doctor. Sometimes the doctor need a nurse to help ke apa macam tu. So boleh ya. And then this is another way. Gossip, jealous. The statement is about gossip or the berbau jealous. So which level it is? Lebih cenderung kepada mana? This is also your if you buat research on this or your project FYP, yes lah, you akan study benda-benda ni lah. And then these are the clustering of the word. Sometimes they just put 0 is neutral, this is positive, this is negative. Probably these are the word that strongly, like I say politik lah. Kalau 8 tu maksud dia support, tak ada orang pun support sangat. Most of the people support kat sini sahaja, 4. And then 2 pun negatif kat sini, tak melampau. Kalau melampau tu mungkin aku akan bunuh engkau. Contohnya bunuh, benci sangat lah. Probably here. Kalau macam ni, aku tak kisahlah, lantak lah kau, tak peduli. Ataupun kalau kat sini word-word yang digunakan not so, ni lah, aku tak yakin lah dengan politik, mesti tak yakin. Word-word yang not so heavy, membenci, macam itulah. Tapi all this word tu, you nak tahu level dia kena ada scopus tu lah. Corpus itu yang determinekan where your word jatuh dalam grup-grup mana. To create it also not easy because language dia semantik. Kalau you kata cantik, you kata tak cantik, dia dah jadi maksud lain. Kalau you kata cantik, dah jadi maksud lain. So dia not easy sebenarnya. Okay, and dia punya accuracy pun not so high. I tengok lah sebab memang difficult. Okay, so these are clustering. These are graph lah. Graph to cluster the word. From here you know lah, neutral ada juga lah ni, neutral kat sini. Neutral kat sini. Siapa yang neutral ni? This. Tapi dia ada 2 ni tau. This is one graph. When you see different angle, dia lain lah tau. Nampak tu. So, because the animation they can show lah. Ini masuk sini sikit. Giving a different scenario, this one they go jump here. Contohnya lah kan. So, language selalunya macam tu lah. Dia ada positive, neutral and negative. Negative ini you tak suka. Kalau food, you're talking about KFC, dia keluarkan produk baru. So, they go for tutor. They see do customer. Twitter of course lah, the target is youngsters lah, not people like us lah. So their study scope adalah youngsters lah. Kalau nak adult like us, they have to use other mechanism. Probably have to go to Facebook ke apa kan. So when they go to Twitter, okay, they see all the term, that word that use about that new product KFC. Then dia tengok lah, positif ke, negatif ke. Then you have to know lah what mean by negative about this kurang. Kalau kurang belah sini. Kalau ni win kan, you selalu guna word tu kan. Win duduk kat sini. I mean, then you count lah. Okay. So this is what people do. Selalunya Twitter is the best lah so far to gain the insight, and surprisingly it's always successful tau. It's successful. It's a good place to understand customer punya preference, society, politik pun study, want to know rakyat suka ke tak suka ke. What else could be used? Okay, tadilah dah remove stop word tadi tu. Sometimes you put weight to this word. Itu very, I tak payah tahulah itu that one is heavy processing dah bahagian tu. Post tagging, you tag. This one is usually you tag the word Mr. ni and NP, VDB. You tag kan dia. If you see this word VB, you tag kan lah. Maybe you say this is just a noun, this is adjective, this is verb. You just want to tag it for processing ke apa. Sometimes you just tag it, this word is positive, this word is negative, this is neutral, positive, negative, positive. Your tagging will be positive, negative je lah kat sini. Then when you plot, you know lah, dia duduk positive, dia duduk negative. Okay. These are some of other graph that they have done. These are word vector. Royal, masculine, feminine, age. So king, queen, woman, princess. Adalah apa dia study sini. Saya no information, I pun not sure apa dia buat kan. But what we see is the graph itself here. And then the word king longer, mostly used. Man sikit je, woman kat sini. Okay. And then ada vector lagi ni. Kalau sini, what does it mean? Kalau sini, what does it mean? More towards this. Okay, woman and short. More towards this. Longer. Boleh lagi kalau you nak longer ke pendek, gemuk kan, kurus ke lagi ni, the line ni. All have a different indicator. Compare different languages. You see like this one eat grass, eat fish, eat meat. If this is giraffe more to eat grass, but not 100% eat grass. It also eat something also. It not 100% eat grass. Ada juga kat sini. And then cat. Okay, more toward fish rather than meat. Dog more towards meat rather than fish. Cat, ya betul. I tengok neighbor behind I, dia bagi ayam mana. Dia hari-hari kukus ayam tu, isi ayam tu untuk kucing dia. Compare different languages. You see a simple graph but have meaning here. Short, pendek, long. Okay. You can go lah, learn. See some more. These are some of the word here. Word cloud. You see pun you automatically you know that the word Alice appear more in this movie lah. This is supposed to be movie. The word that being pronounced most in the Alice of Wonderland though. So this one very big. And then this is a single word. Satu word saja when kecil. And you see stop word dah buang, the article semua dah buang just the word sahaja. Okay, but this one dia pun adalah past tense, present tense pun dia tak kisah. Like come, macam ice. And some dia buang tau, dia buang macam ada s ni plural singular, dia jadikan semua singular. Kalau past tense semua jadikan present tense. Okay, ini dah banyak dah ni, pre ni. Sebab you can see past tense, when, past tense. Okay, when, past tense. So, macam past tense, present tense, dia tak ada kisah. Dia tak pre-processing lah, dia tak buang. Maintain as it is. Okay. See, this one is more than one word. Multi-word token. I am invincible. So this one, ada word Allah here. Some very long. Some Native American is on the other hand. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 character. This also long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 character. To be clear, this is about state right. You keluar word ni, you tahu lah. I am invisible. Civil War 2. Sometimes when you keluar word ni, you dah faham dah. Sebab our brain actually, they can put pieces together. That is amazing about our brain. You don't have to, you bubuh word sana sikit, dia akan combinekan for you, make into meaningful. But they have to work, kerja lebih sikit lah your brain. Itu je. If you have more like that, lepas tu you become very tired lah. Itu je. Kalau you tak boleh solve the problem, bila you tidur malam, esok pagi you dapat jawapan. Because when you sleep at the time, your subconscious mind, all these pieces yang tak boleh cantum tu, nanti bila you tidur, dia akan cantumkan for you. Our brain is like that one. Lepas tu bangun pagi, you dapat dah jawapan. If you interested lah, tapi kalau you tak interested, you tak kisah, dia pun tak proses lah. Lantak lah, tak faham, lantak lah kau. Then you tidur, dia will not process. Tapi kalau you wondering, apa sebenarnya word tu word ni sebenarnya nak cerita pasal apa ni? You wonder, they will process for you. So that's why sometimes when you clueless ke, tak ada apa, you tidur, take a nap, you bangun ada jawapan. So Democrat verb and Republican verb. These are the politic lah in US. So think big appear 97 times. Probably these are the talk by the calon-calon kan. They want to fight for a president post. And then they give a speech. They lobbying. So these are the words that been used. And the frequency, they do it this way. 146, that's why bigger than this. 142. And the red one, surely got reason why it's red. This is blue. Probably, okay, mesti ada sebab why they are blue here, why they are red here. Probably Republican and Democrat, that's why blue. But why this word are highlighted as compared to other word? Mesti ada sebab. And then you see here, bubble cloud. Again, half-half. You see the legend here. Very interesting. This one I tak boleh besar dah. 500 lah ni. Legend here, you see a number of mention per 25,000 spoken word by, you see, they put blue here, Democrats, and Republican, they put pink here. So we know lah, blue is for Democrat, pink for purple. You see, legend sekarang ni dah canggih-canggih lah. Bukan toyo-toyo like last time Graph pun dah canggih-canggih. If you can see here, if you in the middle, they are like 50-50, you see. As you go towards this, it means that the word is being taught only by Republican, you see, kat sini aja, but less. Here also sama, as you go here, these words are only mentioned by Democrat. The one that, you nampak kan? As you go middle, dia macam dah almost 50-50. Both talking about families. It mean you know lah about families. Their focus on family is very important. This one job, security of job. You pun tahu Romney. Here God. They also talk about religion is also concerned. Hope. American dream is 50-50 kan. Both talk about this. Okay. Position. Okay, these are the position of the graph. Okay. Position of the words lah. Di tepi-tepi ni is all word tau. Bukan design, but they do it such a way that very cantik kan design dia. And honestly, this is take a lot of programming. To design this, you use a lot of mathematic formula. So mathematician someone datang. Sekejap you hold on sekejap. So meantime, while waiting for me, boleh tak give me 5 minutes boleh tak you start Google up on your assignment, because you have to finish by today sebab petang nanti you have to do presentation kan? Some of you have to do presentation petang ni. Okay, start dig out. Start doing your exercise now. Okay, I'm back. Continue sekejap. Okay, siapa yang tak datang masuk lambat consider absent Okay, please take notes Your friend yang tak not in the class will not get mark for the class activity sebabnya this is class activity. Kalau you tak datang is consider you will not get mark for class activity So I continue back. Okay. Okay, I continue. That's why I say when, of course, you cannot see the word, right? That's why we need the analytical analytical tool so that you can zoom, you can filter, so that you can see all the word here. Like I say just now, mathematics, yes, we use a lot of mathematics. That's why computer science and mathematics tak boleh dipisahkan. That's why we are in the same faculty. We need mathematics punya formula to do programming. Tu like this lah. Nak susun benda ni, nak make sure that the words susun cantik inside a canvas, tak terkeluar daripada canvas. And then sometimes I believe this word is not overlap. Tak overlap. Some overlap lah, some overlap. Ada je ni overlap ni. So there are times you have to arrange them as such that they are not overlapping. So macam ni kan, dia tak overlap. And again, it's need calculation to calculate, to susun benda-benda ni because it's also involve frequency. Yang very thick, see tebal kan, some are very thick, some very thin. Kalau thick tu tebal, kalau thin tu dia less frequency, benda-benda macam ni lah. So this one is more feminine, more masculine, and then you can see white, young, cute, Asian, Japanese. These we cannot say kan, we never know because dia bagi seketul gambar ni, you pun tak tahu what is the objective. Apa yang dia tengok, from which angle, communication, is it from magazine, feminine magazine, this is masculine magazine. Because I have a friend PhD dia adalah study, because dia language lecturer, pusat bahasa kan, dia punya adalah study words that been used in a man magazine. Word term yang dia use, of course lah, the choice of word is very important kan, for language ya. Penggunaan bahasa tu sangat penting. Macam kita, for us, we don't really kisah sangat kan. Tapi people yang language ni, the word tu, dia ada meaning dia tu sangat deep. Sangat deep meaning dia. Kita kadang-kadang biasa je. Macam word tu kita rasa macam, sama je level dia. Tapi for them, oh this one it mean very heavy. This one mean not so heavy. Macam tu. Last time I attend this class from lecturer tu from overseas, from UK. Dia study bahasa juga. Sebab I buat PhD kan, I go for the class for writing. Yalah, I took a class macam mana, because penulisan thesis ni I have to learn. This one all myself one. I pergi belajar my own. I want, of course you want to write a better kan, write better PhD. So I go attend the class lah. Sorry people fix my house kat atas. So dia cerita ke I from her analysis. Dia kata kalau bahasa Melayu ni, talk tu kat Malaysia lah. Dia cerita macam ni, English very direct. English word dia very direct. Terus kalau kita bercakap pun very direct. Kalau orang Melayu ni, dia kata pusing sana, pusing sini, tunjuk sana. Dia tunjuklah dalam classroom tu pusing. I nak go lurus ni. I tak ikut lurus, saya pusing sana, pusing sini. Tapi dia kata kalau Arab, mau pusing-pusing. Pusing sana, pusing sini, pusing sana, baru sampai. Terus kita, sebab Arab tu kan dia orang bahasa Al-Quran kan. Bahasa Al-Quran lagilah puisi-puisinya is not direct. Sebab tu kita perlukan mazhab-mazhab ni untuk interpret it for us. Jangan you buang mazhab. Sekarang ni kan ada yang dah tak nak mazhab kan. Dia semua nak directly kepada Nabi Muhammad. Sebenarnya it's not Nabi Muhammad dan Quran. We honestly lah, I tak tahulah about you all kan. For me, I believe we need mazhab. Sebab we cannot interpret the language. The language tu memusing-musing. Berbelit-belit bahasa Arab ni sebenarnya. Even this pensyarah daripada UK pun cakap macam tu. Dia kata bahasa Arab ni belit-belit, memusing-musing. Dia tak direct. You must interpret dia tu differently. Malaysia dah lah memang macam tu. Tapi dia kata kalau English tak, they are very direct. So yang mazhab tu pun honestly lah, banyak kan sekarang ni dah banyak fahaman-fahaman yang dah tak nak ikut mazhab semua tu. Nak buat sebenarnya for me lah, honestly lah, you be careful lah. Pada yang tak agree with me, I tak paksa you all, tapi you go and study betul-betul lah. Betul ke? You betul-betul, kalau you nak faham apa Nabi buat, you tak nak interpret, tak nak mazhab, interpret all these things kan. We are not that level to understand because we far away from Nabi Muhammad. And then you bahasa Arab pun tak pandai. Lepas tu you nak buang all these mazhab-mazhab ni. Sebab Allah pun cakap kan, tak sama kita tu. Maksudnya mazhab-mazhab tu dia ada perbezaan-perbezaan tu sebenarnya adalah advantage to us. Itu Allah pun cakap. Perbezaan antara kita sebenarnya adalah untuk kebaikan kita, memudahkan kita sebenarnya. Walaupun mazhab ni cakap macam ni, mazhab ni cakap macam ni, ada kelainan sikit kan, tapi boleh diterima. Okay, so this is what I mean here language, text lah, text, language, English ni, because dia meaning, dia ada meaning behind it. Itu menjadikan dia not easy. To analyze, this is some more. Okay. Ini dia letak aja. And then this one, these are video, a movie, starting movie, ending movie. And then you say find this word find and where the word appear in the movie. If the movie is 2 hours, appear at what minutes in the movie. 2 hours is what, 120 minutes, 0 and 120, and it appear in which minutes. Ini appear more. And you compare lah, this is Pride and Prejudice, this is Alice in Wonderland. So the word finding appear more in this movie rather than this movie. Here's another way, long, short, the word that they use, the length of the sentence, so sentence length. And then these are two. This is actually it's not movie, it's like a novel macam tu lah. Long or short word, and then they also show it here. This one is short lah, few kan, few sentence. Word dia pendek-pendek. This one, word dia banyak-banyak. If you see this one all darker, it means word dia panjang-panjang. This one word dia pendek-pendek. Contohnya lah, probably this one is for small children buku. Buku kanak-kanak tak boleh tulis panjang-panjang. I know FYP pun sometimes macam tu. You tulis sampai tu dia. Berjela-jela satu sentence. Kerja I selalu macam tu lah. Baca my student, put a full stop. Then sambung ayat lain. You just put a full stop lah. Then jadi ke ayat lain tak payah nak cerita sampai semua satu paragraph. Then at the end of the paragraph baru put full stop. You don't have to do that. Ayat pendek-pendek. If I'm not mistaken, last time I learn, let's say kan, I katakan I pergi belajar all these things for my thesis writing semua tu. No more than 24 words. Tapi they say ideally is like 14 sahaja. Don't beyond 14 character. Selalunya kita 7-8 pun dah cukup dah. Okay, this another way. Word 3. Taking from this sentence, cry the mouse, and then word. Okay, cry at least something. So this will appear cry, after that second word at least, and then what are the continue? Cry out apa. And then this is bigger, this is small. Mesti ada sebabnya kan. So this is another way. These are all word. Origin of species. Species is a bird species. This should be the species of bird lah. Okay. And then time. These are the word language use. Over time, 2008 to 2015, almost 10 years. Lebih kurang lah kan. You see the word LOL. Dulu tak berapa guna sekarang. Now people use it a lot. 2015 and above, you see dah naik. LOL. Win. Like I said just now, win. Dulu people use the word a lot. Now, okay lah. Kurang. Lepas tu macam naik balik ni. And then, oh my god. Hijau. Not so much. Dari dulu sampai sekarang memang lebih kurang aja. Lagi satu, OMG ni kat bawah ni. Maintain aja. Consistent je. Cute. Okay, cute. Dah berkurangan. WTF ni. Dah berkurangan. So it mean your generation are better lah. Using all the positive word instead of negative word. You see negative word they put in red. Fail also consider as a negative word. Make it pink. But semakin berkurangan. Baguslah you all generation you all ni. Win, lot of laugh, ketawa banyak, bagus. So these are the things you can interpret the word. Ini pun the deleted from article in Wikipedia about certain things, AFD, article for deletion, discussion on Wikipedia which result in deletion of the article. Lepas tu dia delete. Sekarang apa tu delete? This one keep, this one memang delete. Dia buat this way. Why they left, why they right, also not sure. This is because they delete, tapi they also got color, got two color here. Yeah, decide or delete. Okay, this one keep. Less keep, but the color ni not sure why they are red and one is green. Keep. You say keep, but they also appear here. Okay. So that's why your graph must have explanation. If bagi toge-toge macam ni, orang cannot understand. The graph is to support your statement. You have to make statement. People understand your statement and your visualization support your statement, not the other way around. By giving a graph, cannot understand. Okay. This is about a White House controversy from this Fox News 2009. Oh, ini yang highlight ni, satu ni je highlight ni. Okay. Lepas tu dia ada lagi ni belang-belang ni, tahu. Can you see or not? Red, green berbelang-belang. So surely got message here, See, very, even a line pun boleh. It is so canggih lah to me. It's so artistic. As such that you see, ini belang dia. Dia duduk kat bawah, merah. And then green, panjang, merah sikit. Why the position ni? Kenapa position dia kat sini ni? Mesti ada sebab juga. An indicator of something. It's a message ni. It's an information, it's a knowledge that they want to reveal from the data. And it's just a line. Nampak macam rambut-rambut yang I vacuum tu je. Kan? Okay, this is another. This is, you see, they start from here. Dia pusing, ended here. Dia continuous line ni tau. Okay. And then the word is elephant, 2009. And then you can see that along the way, small dot, small. And then these are bigger dot. And then got color lagi, grey. So all these got message, got meaning. And then when they appear here, be careful lah. You pun tak tahu this one belong to which. Sebab dia dah besar, which line? Of course you take the center dia, centroid dia. But this centroid jatuh kat mana? So this one, bila you read this kind of graph, sometimes you have to ponder longer sikit lah. A graph that you have to ponder longer sikit is not a good graph. A graph should assist people in the, dia tengok aja, dia dah dapat the message tu. Ini kena ponder-ponder tu, it's not good. You of course lah, you kena, you have to think, you have to ponder longer to understand. Okay, but sometimes no choice, you have to do it. That's why usually when you create a new graph, you have to train user how to read your graph. Usually this one is dedicated for certain organizations, for certain researcher. Dia orang saja boleh faham, so you have to train them. This is another. Okay. See, closer. This one further away. When the further away surely got indicator. This surely attribute lah kan. Different attribute. The size. Besar, kecil. These are some of other artistic representation. Okay, see? Kipas. So this one is circle, it mean the frequency is more. The kipas kecil, it mean the angle dia kan. Kecil, it means small lah, tabulation dia. And this is a notation dia kat sini. Color, different color. So small, I also cannot see. A word count chart. Word count, it mean that how many times the word appear. Okay. Tengoklah. This is probably we're talking about medical document. And then this is document 1, document 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are a few documents here. And they already specify from here certain words only they are looking for. And then this word, how big? This word, how big, and so on. This one ini what? Kan, it can be paragraph. Macam macam ni pun boleh. As long as you can read it and you understand it. Of course, like I say, if like this, you have to train people how to read it. What does it mean? Because it's further away from them. And then each one of the, what does it mean? You have to train. Ini pun sama. You know that these are 2 cluster. 1 cluster, 2nd cluster. That's all I can say. And then bila dia loop, what does it mean? Sikan dia loop balik ni. What does it mean? Okay. This is all the word. Between the word, all this punctuation here. This is another, this is all artistic way lah of present your information. So then. Probably this is before, this is after. Okay. And many more. Okay. This one. Mula-mula masa IC boleh, tapi sekarang dah tak boleh pula. Tak apalah. Okay, that's all. Ada apa-apa soalan you like to ask me? Ni tiba-tiba kenapa 54 pula ni attendance? Okay, no question, good. Happy birthday siapa punya birthday tadi ni? Siapa punya birthday ni? Happy birthday Amirul. Amirul Hafiz. So how old are you? 22. 25. Are you sure you're 25, Amirul? People call you pakcik you are 22, but people call you pakcik because you are mature. Baguslah, you mature. You can think, selalunya orang mature ni, are you close with your grandfather or grandmother, Amirul? Not really. Selalunya lah budak-budak yang grow mature because they have been surrounded by older people. Selalunya bila dia dibesarkan oleh nenek ke, datuk ke, dia always dengar cerita orang-orang tua, then usually they mature faster compared to children yang raised by a young mother. This also people have done research on it.
Doktor.
Yeah. Yes.
Untuk presentation tu kena buat apa yang macam tak clear sangat?
Oh, macam last week lah. Same as last week. 2 benda saja. The first one, you find a graph on text. Okay, case study. This is a case study. Case study, then you discuss about that graph. Because text ni, there are many type of graph kan to represent text. So you cerita. Probably jangan cari pie chart, bar chart anymore. I don't want. I want something canggih sikit lah. Then you describe about that graph. This is a bubble, a word cloud. You see, it's a word cloud. You cerita what is a word cloud about and so on, about the graph itself. And then the second one is about the content of that graph tu lah. The graph is about apalah. Contohnya is about word usage in Man magazine, example, Man magazine. And from there we can see that the word mostly used are what? The knowledge to extract sekali the knowledge tu. The mostly word used are this. Macam tu lah as compared to this word. You cerita tu, dia 5 to 10 minutes sahaja cukup. Not much.
Kena buat slide ke doktor?
Ya, buat slide. Last week someone present kan, so this week someone else lah pula present, jangan the same person je present.
Lepas ni present kat doktor ke?
No. From my helper tu lah. Why, okay ke?
Okey je.
Okay je kan?
Thank you, doktor.
Okay, no, she have to have a certain hour with me. Because she ada certain hour, she have to involve with DSC. Selalunya I bagi dia tugasan lain. Okay. So she can, they are allowed, this helper, they are allowed to help me in lab. I think you pun ada kan, setengah-setengah UPTA ni yang mengajar lab kan. I tak suruh dia mengajar pun. Text visualization, yes. Text visualization, text analytics. Yes, betul. About the visualization to itself, and then the knowledge that you extract from the visualization. Kita lah. From there you can see the knowledge tu kan. The knowledge from that case study. It's a case study. Kena ada something that you can extract from it. So dua benda lah, because our class is always about two things. About the visualization and the knowledge. Extract from that visualization. Itu sahaja. Ada apa lagi soalan? You can always ask me. Siapkan sekarang, siapkan sekarang. Tak payah drag, tak payah. I want this is a class exercise. Do it during class hour. Do it during class hour. Sejam tu cukup je, cari satu je, bukan banyak pun, sekejap je you boleh cari ni. Okay lah, I don't want to take up your time because you only have like less than 1 hour. Complete it. Okay. That's all lah. Sekejap, don't go out yet. I nak tengok attendance ni. Attendance pun kadang Microsoft Teams ni pun dia mabuk tau. I kena double check.
Tipoy bye.
Make sure memang ada. Tak boleh lah, it's not fair lah. You all tak masuk kelas. Lepas tu your friend buat kerja for you. Lepas tu you dapat markah. I think it's not fair. You tak masuk kelas, you don't get mark. Because this is a class activity. You see now, sehari ni dah 19 Half of the month dah gone. So fast masa. Sebenarnya, for your information lah, akhir zaman memang macam tu. Allah dah cakap kan, masa akan menjadi sangat pendek. Siapa yang masuk lewat-lewat tu, consider absent Okay lah. That's all for today. I see you next week. Have a nice hari ni awal lagi nak cakap weekend. Okay lah, have a nice day lah everyone.
You too, Doctor.
Thank you. Kamaru, are you here? Kamaru not from this class
Is this me? Are you referring to me?
You are Nazmi. You apa, Iqbal?
No.
No.
Doktor.
Yeah.
Saya masuk kelas lambat sikit sebab jam saya macam melalut. So saya tak pandai nak baca jam.
Okay.
Macam setengah jam awal dia macam macam tu.
Okay, mabuk sikit lah jam you tu.
Mabuk sikit lah.
Sebab you stress, dia pun mabuk. Itu siapa yang jawab tu? Muhammad Iqbal? Irfan. Muhammad Irfan. Okay, Kamarul ada pun you.
Yep, I'm here. Yes, I am here.
Ya. Yalah, suara you macam suara DJ. Tak I cakap dengan you kan, your voice you can be a part-time DJ.
Yes, you did mention that. Still hard to believe on that.
Yes, you are.
Alright, thank you very much.
You DJ, I ada satu lagi student boleh jadi suara pilot. Macam betul-betul macam pilot. I selalu suruh dia cakap, I say something macam pilot. Okay. Yelah, you all nice voice ni. Man boleh lah jadi model-model. Or baju Melayu ke. Go for it, buat part time. Because sometimes I have a student. It's a she lah. Tapi she jadi model, but model for Muslimah. Tudung-tudung Muslimah, baju-baju Muslimah. And then she also share her experience. And the meme, boleh. Mesti handsome kan? Actually, I cannot differentiate between anime and cartoon. My boy keep on explaining to me. So I say, and he say the concept different. Tak nak lah sembang dengan you all. You buat kerja lah, okay lah. Okay you all, nanti you tak ada sempat. Take your time aja. I see you next week Okay, bye. Assalamualaikum. Kita sudahi dengan tasbih kifarah. Kamarul, is that you?
The one on the right is me. The one on the left is not me.
Oh, that's how you look like. You look like kind of matured. You're 22?
I'm 23 this year.
Okay.
But that picture was taken 3 years ago.
Okay.
During my
Happy
diploma
birthday.
days.
Again, that photo is an old photo, I see.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you should use your voice, make part-time income. Rugi lah you. You boleh jadi tu. You carilah translate tu, yang translation kan, yang kat movie Korea ke, translate tu bahasa Melayu ke, translator. They want lah all these things. Last time I have a friend, dia kerja dia yang tu. Dia translator, dia just dubbing balik je lah. Itu je, baca skrip. You boleh lah, you jadi a big boss ataupun jadi hero. Hero kan voice mesti cool, calm gitu.
I've never given it a serious thought, but I do prefer teaching. So,
teaching?
Yes.
Yeah, go for that. You buat, last time, I buat mock. Lepas tu, I tak ada siapa yang suara nice and so on. Last we pakai yang auto generate punya voice tu kan, which are not so sedap pun. Tapi we masa tu kelang kelibut. You tahu lah UiTM ni semua buat kerja bagi last minute dan nak cepat-cepat. Kita pun mana nak sempat. And then we just use the not so nice. Kalau I jumpa you, I surely take you, Kak Marul. Next time, I cari you. We pay. We pay. We ambil student je, semua student yang buat animation, semua student, and we pay. Quite a lot juga we pay.
Alright, sure, no problem.
Okay, tapi I pun tak janji lah, I pun very sibuk lah.
Very well, understood.
You cari lah,
thank you for the offer.
You cari. You go and Google up. Part time, why not? You baca skrip je. Selalunya dia orang dah prepare skrip for you. Okay lah. Ni apa ni? David Attenborough di ganti Syuk. Ganti Syuk. Syuk kan ada isu-isu kan? Syuk lah kan yang ada isu kan? Aku tak ingat sangat lah, hati-hati sini. Betul. Word benar. You dengar ni. Word benar ni adalah word yang bahasa pasal tak pakai. This boleh buat analisis lah. Bahasa pasal tak pakai. Benar bahasa buku. Formally use. Kalau Malaysia, sometimes I ada assist student lah. Bila I suruh dia buat presentation, bila I tanya, dia akan cakap macam ni. Apa? So it become, when you do proper presentation, janganlah buat macam tu. Orang cakap dengan you kan, make it formal sikit. Dia sangat tak formal, sampai macam tu. Instead of Taja asking me, excuse me, can you repeat? Or excuse me, I beg your pardon. Dia tu cakap, no. This is what I say lah, language. You can also analyse the term that we use formally and not formally. Benda-benda macam tu lah. setuju, tu dah keluar dah setuju. These are all the word yang kan benda-benda yang you can further study lah sebenarnya. That commonly used, which is you should avoid formally in a formal communication, benda gitu. Tapi saya tahu Kamaru ni dia semua formal cara dia cakap.
Yes, that is true. I am very formal.
Yeah, everything keluar semua formal. Okay, I see I nak go tak go lagi. Seronok sembang dengan you all ni. Okay, thank you lah. Because sebab you nak bersembang dengan I, we have a two-way communication. It's good. Sebenarnya, honestly lah, I told you kan, anak-anak I dari kecil lagi I teach when the lecturer talk in the class, you talk with your lecturer, to your teacher. Give a two-way communication. And towards the end, my girl selalu cakap macam ni. The teacher like teaching me saja seorang in the class. Yes, but you aja give attention. Orang lain buat bodoh je. It's a psychology kan, cakap I belajar psychology. So, it's like that one. And then the teacher, mula-mula memang macam tu. Lama-lama bila dia masuk kelas tu, lama-lama dia she start, lama-lama student lain akan involve. And any of the class yang she masuk sampailah universiti ke apa, the lecturer always feedback, lecturer always feedback. Your class is the best class.
Anak keluar jadi semua salah.
Class because teaching alone is not fun tau. If you're teaching and then it's like a communication, I teaching like it's not like teaching one way tu is boring sebenarnya. Kalau ada respon from you all, it become exciting. When it becomes exciting, the lecturer will give you more. They will give you more, more attention. It's like that one. My God always feedback that way. Eventually, lecturer will say like that. Your class is the best class. I suka masuk your class. I tak pernah ada kelas yang macam you all so exciting, so always start with her. Tapi I told you kan, first time when she start saja, people tembak her, people say ngada-ngada. She masuk foundation IB pun sama. Matrikulasi she tanya, she ask, then people say like this, alah sikit-sikit dia. Macam nak
lagi happy macam
nak bertanya macam dia seorang lah macam tu. Towards the end dia orang yang admit to her. They say, I'm sorry lah, last time I thought you are like this, but actually I realize you are not. Sama, MRSM pun kan I kata kan, kalau I dah cerita kat you kot, dia kena kan, dia kena bully my girl kan. Because of that lah.
Gila, anak Medan kena bully perempuan.
Then dia kata, ngada-ngada puyo lah, lagak lah, nak
tahu lah, bukan aku
But towards the end, that is the feedback the lecturer. Lepas tahun pertama, masuk tahun kedua kan, they say, the class is the best class. Eventually, the friend will follow. Then eventually everybody will become active. We ask the teacher, we ask.
Ramai.
So, itu sahajalah
Tinggal 24
Like I told you kan, even though she been bullied, right? I asked her, do you want to leave the MRSM? And she said no.
Rasa bersalah udah kuliah masa Medan tengah cakap
She proved to them, sampai kan, I tell you, kerani semua diarahkan untuk cakap English kepada dengan student. Terus my girl ni dia tak berapa pandai sangat bahasa Melayu sebenarnya. So it's different culture kan, I told you kan. And then dia orang kata dia belagak lah. And then eventually the sekolah MRSM tu mengarahkan kerani semua kena cakap English dengan student. My girl dia punya buat macam tu. Dia kata I don't care, I will make sure that everybody speak English. Dia macam challenge them back. Then eventually betul, teacher pun sampai dia orang punya announcement tukar English, dia orang punya tazkirah jadi English. Hari Sabtu pagi dia ada macam taklimat apa semua English. Tukar semua. So this what I say lah That's why I say my girl is a leader. You need a born leader to do it. You need a born leader. Tak payah, you don't have to go to her level. You just be your level, participate in the class, show your interest to the lecturer.
Hilang balik.
Itu pun sedekah you tau sebenarnya. Sedekah ni macam-macam. Bukannya sedekah duit ringgit. A simple thing pun you bersedekah. Pahala you berlambak-lambak nanti. Okay lah.
Aduh,
I have to go lah. I have to force myself to go lah. Okay,
madam. Have a nice day.
Keep it up. Bila you kerja nanti pun sama.
Tak habis.
The participation tu, be active. in the office meeting, in the office WhatsApp and so on. I tengok you punya WhatsApp, Telegram pun seorang dua je respon. I pun tahu sometimes you all macam tak kuasa lah kan.
Kalau aku yang dulu aku
Serabut
respon
dah otak tu. I pun understand. Tapi try lah. Try to participate.
Kau dah hantar
Okay lah, because it's sedekah jariah tau.
Bila nak
Sedekah
hantar?
jariah juga benda tu.
nak
Okay
buat
lah, I leave lah. Okay, bye. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, Doktor.
Sama lah mula-mula. Aku ingatkan dia lecturer mula-mula.